Hey guys, my name's Ronnie. I just wanted to introduce myself quickly before we got stuck into this video. What I'm going to show you is how we made over $80,000 selling t-shirts into a European market on a site you probably haven't heard of. We've been working with Fabrily for about 3 months now and have run quite a few successful campaigns in that period. That $80,000 was net profit. And what we're going to offer you is free training and support. All you have to do is follow the steps at the end of this video. We could charge for this because it is highly valuable information. However, we're providing it free of charge. So let's get stuck into it. Okay, so one of those biggest claims that we made in that little bit of an intro there was the fact that we made over $80,000 in a 10-day period. I just want to clear up, before we had made this money, we'd made very limited money online, and we were able to scale to this sort of level within about a 3 to 4 week time frame. So the first time we'd made this sort of money was back in March, selling t-shirts in America on a different website. And that was selling into the Australian and New Zealand markets, and we had a lot of success. We only started with a few credit cards that we maxed out on Facebook ads through that time. However, we managed the growth and the scaling quite well, and we timed those payouts so we were able to pay off those credit cards and continue that scaling up. So that credit that we'd use quickly became money in our bank really, really quickly. So it's easily done. It's just an idea that you're scaling across different niches, different years, all sorts of different things. So just come into this with an open mind and you'll be surprised what you can make. So here are some of the payouts that we received from Fabrily through August. As you can see, there's some in Australian dollars and British pounds. The conversion rate's about 1.78, I believe. So it's quite considerably more than what it's showing in here. So this is all our payments into our account through this 10-day period. There's obviously a bit of a split in the screen here. That's because there's over 2 pages and I wanted to fit it into the one. This one's our Facebook ad spend. And here you'll see what we've actually spent. So we earned $140,000 gross in that 10-day period. And we spent $50,000 on ads, so the total profit obviously being $90,000, which is quite considerable. So, okay, so here we're seeing the reason why Europe is such a fantastic market to get into. Unlike places like America, North America there, we have so much diversity in terms of language. Barrier to entry is a little bit higher, but what that returns to us is a lot cheaper engagements on our ads, meaning we get our ads seen by a lot more people for a lot less, which means ultimately that we're going to make more money when we do find those winning campaigns. So in Europe, we've got 742 million people that are in that location, that part of the world, and a lot of them, because they're from non-English speaking backgrounds, they've never seen an ad to do with t-shirts, and especially in regards to the sort of shirts that we're going to be invading these countries with. So you can see here, it's, the American market has been heavily saturated. Marketers such as ourselves and yourself have probably been there for the last 2 years. So basically any niche that's over there has been targeted with shirts, and whether it's been a particular niche, if it's not being targeted at them through that, it'll be something else that they've seen marketed to them. So here we see that North America is, in the Facebook users, is a lot less than the European sort of area. So we've got so much more potential over there, so much more of a target audience that we can go after. This is the infiltration, I suppose, so the percent of population in continents using Facebook. North America obviously being quite high, then Australia. South America is quite an interesting one, and then there's Europe. So we can see that there's a lot of potential there for that growth as well when it comes to people actually joining in the next couple of years, I suppose. So The features of Fabrily. Now, I've really enjoyed working with these guys as we've built quite a relationship with the team over there. I'm speaking one-on-one with the guys that are making the changes within the site that are driving the growth of Fabrily, so we know that they've got our interests at heart as well. So what that means is we get better customer service for campaigners and the customers. Responsiveness is really, really good. Typically, within the working hours, it's within minutes that you'll have a reply back. The aggressive features rollout, so we've been on Skype to them a few times, and features that we've requested have been rolled out within a matter of weeks. So being in the group on Facebook allows us to connect with these guys as well. So if you have ideas, it's a great place to storyboard them and put them out there, because chances are if you're having the problem, others are too, and these are the guys that are going to make them happen for us. So working to a common goal, and that's to everyone's success. So they have low shipping costs relative to other sites out there, great analytics, multiple site languages, which is the biggest thing that we have going for us, and the Fabrily translators. So if you've got some shirts that you'd like to translate, typically from places like TView, Zazzle, anything that's worked in a niche, we're all fairly similar in this world, even though we speak different languages. We just get that message translated and make sure that the colloquialisms, the phrasing, the structures, all that sort of stuff are correct. Then we put them on the shirts and try targeting them through, obviously Facebook. So there's multiple currencies, which again lends to infiltrating these places. You're using the same ad copy and the descriptions, all that sort of stuff. So it's a consistent approach for these different countries when they're seeing this site. So it's very, very valuable in what we can do. High quality printing. We've had quite a few shirts come through to us now, and they are very, very good quality. The printing feels a lot lighter, but of a higher standard, which is great. All right, so what you're going to be getting through joining up with us is access to free training support by joining the first major Australian Fabrily Marketing Facebook group. So you'll have access to Sahal, my business partner, and myself. We're in there daily talking with the members about different ways of doing things, setting up your campaigns, everything like that. So that's quite valuable. The guys, the team from Fabrily are also in there, and they're the ones that are making those decisions that I was talking about earlier. So it's a very valuable group to be a part of when you're getting started, or if you're coming across from Teespring or places like that, and connecting with other people that are doing the same sort of thing. So the Facebook group features, be the first to know of new featured updates. They're constantly updating the site to be competitive, to be on the cutting edge. So we hear about them first, typically at the beginning of the week, about the different things that are happening. VIP support from the Fabrily management and myself, and Sahal, access to new training free of charge. So when you're in that group, any training that we bring out, we will pump out to you guys first. It's a great way to get feedback for ourselves too, and a great way for you guys to learn without having to fork out any money. So, and we also give you the heads up on what countries we find are selling well in terms of t-shirts. So the training includes how to upload campaigns for Fabrily, which is pretty basic, pricing and goal setting, campaign descriptions and ad copy, product selection, niche research, which is a huge one, very valuable content in there. Design inspiration and creation, ways that we go about finding our ideas that we're going to elaborate on and build a campaign around, where we can go and get free pictures, images, all that sort of, well, not free, but fairly cheap, and we use them in our designs to really make them stand out. How to create a Facebook page and get thousands of likes really cheaply. How to create high converting Facebook ads, which is valuable content, and Facebook ads targeting, which is really what it all comes down to. So it also includes detailed case studies on all aspects of running a successful campaign. So from campaign launch, showing you the data on the ads that we're getting back to us, all that kind of stuff. So right through to successful campaigns and whatnot. How to capitalize on the untapped markets of Europe. So this is basically getting all those ideas and pumping them into countries that haven't seen ads before, like Sweden. Scotland's really responsive. They're English speaking too, typically. Most of them are, so you can get that real cross reference, I suppose, English to the native language, and it works quite well. So to give you an idea of some of the returns that we're getting on our engagements, this is a campaign that we had running in Italy. You'll see here that the 2-cent post engagements, obviously it's quite low there, so we weren't selling shirts on those. Down here you'll see that we've actually scaled these ones and made a bit of a profit out of Italy. So this is just obviously one country. This is across all countries over there. So get your ads in there, get your campaigns going, and you'll see that return yourself. So if you want to get access, what you have to do is follow these steps. If you haven't signed up to Fabrily, click the link below and access through our special link. If you're already signed up, email support@fabrily.com and ask them to link your account to myself, Ronnie McKenzie, or Sahale. They know us over there, so there shouldn't be much of a problem. Put your email address in the opt-in form below in order to get updates on training videos, hot niches and case studies, and then message me on Facebook through my Facebook link below and provide me with your email address that you signed up to Fabrily with, and I'll add you to the group and get training and get selling. Thank you for listening. It's all pretty straightforward, so I'd love to see you in the group and selling. Thanks, guys.